Hello everybody, this is Russ and welcome to another one of my podcasts where it is basically just me talking toys, talking about reveals, talking about things I'm looking forward to, and of course everything that is involved and going on in the world of Transformers and indeed this YouTube channel. So the idea of this obviously is that you can have a listen to without having to watch the screen. I know that a lot of people like that, and that's the comments I've been getting. So I need to first and foremost again thank everybody who popped into the live stream over the weekend. I want to reiterate to people again, you know, it's a fun place to be. There's a real nice community every time we do a live now. People pretty much know each other by name. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to do anything. I just go live, just give you the ability to chat to everybody around the world. You know, the things that have happened has been crazy. Just in the chats alone, people have been able to find and identify figures, you know, literally as well find figures for each other and help send them via, again, the chat, etc. And again, it's just really good. And on that note, I agreed to do something really silly, which I stand by, and I will definitely do it. I'm going to do a 4-hour stream for 40,000 subs, so I'm only like 1,500 I think off that, maybe 2, I don't know, not too sure, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I do these monthly with the odd occasion doing them now a couple of times, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the 4 hours for 40k. So again, thank you everybody for your support with that. Things I've obviously been doing on my channel, the Cang toys. I'm laughing because it's funny. I don't know if it's an English saying or something, or whether it's something renowned worldwide. You know, don't send an email, or, you know, or don't reply when you're angry. And that's pretty much it in one way as well, why I split the Cang review into 2 takes, because the first one, I just wanted it done. I near enough, I don't want to use the word wasted because I got the video done, but Sundays for me are precious. Sundays for me are family days. I like to enjoy time with my kids, etc., and my family and my wife, of course. And I thought I'm going to start this. Hopefully it won't take too long, and it did. It took ages, which is another reason why I'm so far behind as well with getting the Masterpiece Takara riding built. I've done stages of them because I don't know what it is with Masterpiece. It could just be me, guys. You can let me know in the comments. I'm not saying I'm a Transformers expert as in transforming the figures, but on the other hand, I definitely say that I'm not a novice. But whether it's third party, whether it's just Masterpiece, some of them are so difficult, or indeed to the case, so not fun. I don't want to use a whole day. I take my hat off to the full-time reviewers, you know, who've got the ability to do that, and I fully see why it's a full-time job, because they are able to take that all the time that they need. But don't get me wrong, as I say, it was trying, it was taxing. I'm probably never going to do it again, fingers crossed. But it was totally worth it in the end. It's just a ridiculous figure, to be honest. And I'm going to bring it into the gym, and I'm going to stick it on the scales just to give you an idea of what it weighs, because it's so heavy, it's ridiculous. But and yeah, I suppose that's it. I just wanted to reiterate with that if you've not seen it, please do check it out. It is one of the figures that, although it's not official, it is from Cang Toys. It's just something that I think no matter what, whether you again, if you collect third party, which in all honesty, guys, I don't really collect third party. Yes, I review them because I need to be able to be aware of what's going on in the Transformers market. I won't keep it. A, there's no space, and B, as I say, for that reason, I don't really keep. I just tend to review the third party figures, but it is just a thing of beauty. So I'm so glad I finally got that done. With regards to the rest of the combiners, I am actually looking forward to doing the Leo Kaiser for Iron Factory, purely because that's basically a parts former. It's a bit like the what's the word I'm after? A bit like the New Age Devastator, but the individual bots have much easier transformations. Like for instance, you just attach the bot to a leg. It's pretty much like, yeah, exactly that. It's a parts form. You attach the bot as a leg to the attachment of the torso or whatever. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And Iron Factory's transformation processes with them figures, although they're fiddly and yes, indeed annoying, they're not too difficult. So I'm looking forward to doing that. As I say, I'm still trying to get the Takara Raiden one done. I've got about 3 or 4 limbs of that, but I've heard the actual full combining isn't fun whatsoever. And again, I'm trying to keep up to date with things that are going on. I'm lucky enough again to be doing things with blockies, so I don't want to say I feel obliged. I want to be able to get the blockies videos out, because that's something I'm genuinely really enjoying, and I think you probably can tell that from the sheer number of videos that I'm doing of them and getting them out there, because I actually really do enjoy them. They're fun. So I'm enjoying doing them. With regards, as I say, just finally talking about the combiners, I've got obviously Hotspot and Groove for the Ocular Max, and at the moment we've only got Scrapper for the Devastator from Fans Toys. As I've mentioned in the previous chats like this and on the live stream, this is going to be the year of the combiners. So it's going to be very, very interesting, and I'm about to run out of space, even just holding on to figures, never mind actually what I've been reviewing and displaying. Right, talking of Predaking then, we need to definitely talk about last weekend's tspark event from Takara Tomy. So it was really good to see the, I always butcher this, I'm so sorry, Kurukara Kuri Rodimus figure. I do have one of them on pre-order. I can't wait to see that. I suppose that's a little bit like Cang or like Iron Factory in the fact that it's a stylized version of a popular character. Of course, the main difference is it's licensed. It is licensed by Hasbro, by Takara, of course, first and foremost. So really looking forward to seeing that. The Predaking again looks fantastic. Interesting to see. I'm surprised they didn't put this, and I was a bit gutted because I thought they would do. I'm surprised and gutted that they didn't put Superior next to it, because that would have given us an idea. Is it just the same size? Is it going to fit into the Age of Primes? Is it going to fit into everything? Because everybody seems to sort of scale everything with each other now, which again makes perfect sense for displays, for photos, for everything, for continuity. So we need to see if it's the same, and that's why they're doing Devastator again, and I completely get it, because the Combiner Wars one was classed as Titan. It's huge. It doesn't fit in with any of the other figures. It's just too big. So I'm gutted they didn't do that, but on the same hand, I'm really excited that we did get to see some of it. The obviously Nuclear Quest Convoy was a really nice surprise in one way, but not in another way. It was nice because, oh, there it is. But it wasn't a surprise in the fact that it's Takara Tomy. It's one of their most sought after original molds. eHobby did an amazing job with it. I'm very fortunate to have it. And it's just a beautiful figure anyway. So the masterpiece is going to be even better. And as I said, although I don't have it, it is my white whale at the moment, and I am chasing it. And I don't like to ask, but if anybody does have a lead on Fire Guts Jinrai, please do let me know, because I wanted it anyway. I've wanted that for ages. That's my white whale. As I say, that's the one I've watched and just left it too late, and it's now gone. Well, it's not gone, it just appears for daft prices. But anyway, so I definitely envisage them doing that as well, because again, it's just the same mold as your God Bomber. Your God Jinrai figure. So for those of you who don't know, obviously Nuclear Quest Convoy is the Power Master Optimus Prime as we know it, with just in the black colours. Again, there's full reviews of it on this channel if you want to see the original. And as I say, the Fire Guts Jinrai is God Jinrai, which is again the same main base as in the main Power Master Optimus Prime, but then with the God Bomber attachment, all in these crazy orange and yellow colours. So I can definitely see that coming as well. What is really interesting with Japan at the moment is to say the fact that they are releasing things at such they used to be first for everything, as in absolutely everything, whereas now they seem to be a little bit behind. But in doing that, what it enables them to do is tweak it, put a slightly better paint app, just change things around, just maybe this, well, like their Earthspark, for example. Now I know Earthspark isn't very popular, and I know it hasn't done very well, speaking from what I see on the shelves and from what I've read from the comments when I've done a review on them, etc. in the US. I believe it's probably not done anywhere near as good as they thought it would be, but when they released it, they made the figures look loads better just by tweaking the paint. I think people's memories, or people if you're newish to collecting, so during the War for Cybertron trilogy, they called them the Premium Finish. At the moment, they're doing the Versus 2 packs, which again was figures from the War for Cybertron trilogy, but like just adapting the paint app. So at the moment, they're doing not the Nemesis Bridge, it's the Dramatic Capture series, that's it. So Takara doing the Dramatic Capture series, and as I'm sure you've seen with the Autobots Arc playset, that again, the deco on the Prime is just fantastic. So it's weird that Japan are a little behind, but it's not weird that they're just tweaking the figure. So I wait to see a lot more from them. We're of course getting the Godzilla figures coming out as well this in the next few months. If you remember, that again was another reuse of that Studioseries 86 Grimlock. It's just painted slightly different to be some form of Megatron, and of course the other use again of Laser Prime to be Optimus, which again is intriguing. It perhaps would have been, I'm not too big on Godzilla, but I love variants and I love tie-ins and crossovers and things like that, so I've got them pre-ordered with Indemand as well, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to come to, in fact, I'm going to segue completely differently into Indemand right now. Again, guys, do not forget that I am going to be at the Indemand event. Now, I know that loads of you can't make that. I know that loads of you aren't even in this country who are listening to this But again, just keep your eye on this particular channel on my Instagram if you've got it, toys_Russ. It is confirmed. I can definitely 100% confirm to you guys I have access to Scrapper and Bone Crusher like I did at the NEC, only this time I'm actually allowed to transform them, do videos for you, and indeed do the first reviews of them there. So I'm going to be taking my Constructicons, G1s, and of course the Combiner Wars to do some comparisons. And there's potential for a few other figures that I don't know yet, so I don't want to say anything for it to be wrong, or I don't want to say anything just to, you know, get your hopes up and it not happen, and of course to get myself in trouble. I don't want to do that either. So the potential is there, and we are looking at getting some other figures that of course will be world's first reviews, official ones anyway, just in case I'm beaten to it by then. If I'm beaten to it by then mine will be the official ones. And as I say, I've got the original G1 figures and the Combiner Wars, which I think the other reviewers who may get hold of them before me won't have, and they'll just be using pictures and stills. I'll have the actual toys in hand. So yeah, keep your eye on that. I keep talking about it. It is in February, and as I say, I'll start off with some shorts, I'll do some videos, I'll do some live streaming, but yeah, loads of great content, and I'm so excited to go there. The only thing for me, again, is nothing's anywhere near where I live. I've been chatting with Nick, who owns the shop. It's 4.25 hours for me, not including traffic. So I'm gonna have to set up at something silly like 4 a.m. to get there for like 8:30, 9 a.m. in the morning. But again, it's going to be worth it, and this is one of the things that I now feel very privileged to be involved in, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I say this with everything with regards to my job, me in my normal job, in my PT job, in everything that I've ever done. I don't really do anything unless I don't want to, because I'm an adult and, you know, I'm not doing anything naughty. That sounds even weird, you know, saying an adult. I'm not doing anything. I've got a choice is basically what I'm trying to say, and I'm making that choice because I really, really want to. Not because the Constructicons there, that's just a fantastic bonus, but I really want to go there. I want to help support Nick. He's been amazing with, obviously, I know he's just doing his job, he's just selling his stuff, but it's great to actually go to Indemand, because I know there's a few people there I'm going to meet in person as well for the first time. So really looking forward to that event, really looking forward to getting as much content to you guys as possible. And then of course after that, everything will start to go crazy. As in, what I mean by that is shop visits, as in down to the London, and then before we know it, we're at the first NEC, and I keep saying NEC, it's not NEC, it's MCN in London, and then, you know, that's it. We're just looking at everything really coming to fruition with the figures and how they're being released and stuff. So yes, really looking forward to that. But let's go quickly back to the tspark event. I'm trying to think of the other things that we saw. I don't think it was at that event, but ironically enough, I've just spent nearly 10 minutes transforming the original Leo Convoy from Beast Wars 2. What a figure that is. I can't wait to get that review done, but I'm very much looking forward to, again, funnily enough, yeah, the Takara deco of the figure that we've already seen. And I keep saying this, and I've said this before, I'm just so blown away by these Beast Wars figures. And I'm really pleased that the design team decided to do things like Magmatron, do things like Leo Convoy, because it's opened my... Well, it's just made me more inquisitive into looking into them, because it's, you know, Transformers are fun. And yeah, exactly that. So I'm going to get that review done very, very soon as well. I also want to talk about the Fanhome Prime. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I know that some of them are quite long videos. I want to thank everybody who's watched the first 2 or 3 especially, because they're good 20-minute long videos. But that's because there's so much in the stages. I've just recorded and put up number 5 at the time of making this video. I've just as the second as well before this pre-recorded part 6, and I'm going to continue doing it in individual stages, even though some of them are absolutely tiny, just because then when it starts to come out for you guys around the rest of the world, because I believe that's the exact plan right now, and that's the reason I wanted to do it anyway, but I just fell behind. But again, the beauty I've got now is with hindsight, I can get everything built up faster. I can I don't even know if I mean hindsight, with the beauty of me being so far behind, I can do 2-3 parts a week if I wanted to. But what I'm trying to say is thank you for the ones who've watched the first, even if you built it yourself. I've had people comment who've watched it and they built it themselves. So again, I'm interacting as I'm talking, as I'm building it, because it's a fun build, and I want to address that as well and say that it is. And as I've just said, they're going to be kept, even if it's something like the last issue I did, just number 5? It was just a case of clipping something on and putting a screw in, and some of them are like that, but I'm going to keep them individual so you can refer to them if you want to. And also as well, by keeping it interactive with you guys, it's more fun for me to do that, because what I want you guys to do, and I'm going to say this in the next few videos, but I forgot to, it's a note here typically in my diary, is because it's going to be massive, it's going to be another one of these huge figures. If there's any sort of standout comparisons, or exactly that, size comparisons that you want me to do with it as I'm building it, so you can see just how big the figure is exactly going to be, please do put notes in the comments. Can you put the next video, can you, because at the moment it's his foot, so if you want to see how big that foot is compared to anything else, let me know and I'll get it done. Everybody should pretty much know by now that I will do my absolute best. I'm not answering all the comments, I am still trying to. What I'm trying to say is if I don't answer it, I'll still read it and I'll still take it on board, and what I'm trying to say is I will do the reviews that people are asking, and I'll do the comparisons that people are asking for. I am still working on Gut Cruncher, because I really want to do a good job of that, because it's quite a special video by the sounds of it, so I am working on that as well. But yeah, I like doing that. I like being a channel for you guys. I like the fact that I'm as open as and honest with everything. But again, if you're new, I'm sitting in a changing room at the gym because that's what I do. But I want you to see what you want to see, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. If you want to see that foot next to any, you know, if I've got the figure, I'll do it. That's what I always do. Same in the live streams, I'll always do things like that. So I think pretty much finally bringing round, I like the fact again that I'm keeping these around about 20 minutes. I know I keep saying it, but there is things going on behind the scenes now with regards to getting more interviews done on this channel, with the fact that I'm getting used to using StreamYard and stuff like that, because again, guys, I'm old, I'm useless with technology. They are coming to fruition. There's loads of big things coming on, and I've got to be telling you with regular updates with regards to TF UK Con, which again, if you're in the UK, please don't forget that that's going to go on in May. That's going to be a brilliant event, and again, I'm going to do as much coverage from there as possible. It's just going to be a really great year, and I just want to reiterate again, thank you to everybody, and just to again reassure, not that I wouldn't think they'd reassured, there's going to be loads of great content coming up on the channel. So I think I've pretty much covered everything there. I didn't want to go into too much detail on any other things. I've checked the news, there's not much going on. Mark Maher has just put his Star Saber post up, but I'm going to save that for the normal news tomorrow. But yes, looking forward to getting that figure. And of course, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, where you want these sort of podcasts to go. I've already said that I'm going to be doing interviews and stuff. It's just a nice way to recap everything, and to, I suppose, hype up things that we're going to be happening very soon. As always, guys, thank you and take care.